Chapter 2. Impressions. Hare stood at the steps and delightedly looked about him. It had been raining, but now the sky was a soft distant blue, with one or two silky clouds floating high in the infinite space above his head. This was Africa. The hot air came in waves, warming him with a snug warmth that he had never met before. It was as though the sun had reached out her arms to him and was hugging him to her ample bosom. They passed through customs very quickly, for there were very few people about at 6 o'clock in the morning. Caller was still rubbing his sleepy eyes when Hare grasped him firmly by the shoulders after helping him to straighten up and ease the cramp in his legs. "Now see here, I want you to understand before we go any further what I have in mind. This is no mere holiday excursion. I have come to this great continent to seek the ancient wisdom of my people and to learn the art of survival as taught by a master, Hare of Africa. If you wish to come with me and share the hazards, then you are welcome. But if you regard this as just another package holiday, then we must say goodbye now and go our separate ways." Crawler regarded him in astonishment. "I dare say I could find some interesting amphibians to chat to. Toads are great survivors, you know. They can survive and survive year after year in holes and crevices. I'm coming with you. You will need my skills, dear boy." And he closed the subject. "Well," said Hare, with a worried air, "you can start by learning how to read a road map. If you can read music and sing opera, you can surely read a road map." And he marched off to find the car hire office with Crawler in his wake. In no time at all, they had an elegant little Fiat to drive, with bright orange paintwork and black seats. "Here are the keys, sir. Happy motoring," said the clerk, and opened the door for Hare with every sign of courtesy. "I do like it, I do," he sang, as they set out in the bright, hot sunshine along a very modern highway towards Johannesburg. "My first call is to the zoo," said Hare. "It is there we will find the animals who will have heard of my dear cousin, Hare of Africa, and may know where he is to be found." They parked the car in the zoo car park and went in at the side entrance. It was a spacious park with large enclosures and tree-lined avenues hung with the pale mauve of jacaranda flowers. "I would like a bite to eat. I'm starving," said Crawler. "I bring you to a great new continent, full of new sights and new sounds, and all you can think of is your stomach," sighed Hare. But he relented, and they went to the pleasant restaurant, where they ordered a pot of English tea and some buttered toast. "Don't expect such treats all the time," said Hare, paying the bill and purchasing some biltong just to see what it was like. "I have a puzzle for you, Hare," said Crawler thoughtfully, as they stopped to stare at some beasts with long shaggy coats. "Do yaks yak? I mean, do they talk among themselves as we do, or do they simply munch? And if they don't talk at all, why are they called yaks?" Hare scratched his ear and remained silent. That chap on television should be here to put words into their mouths. "If animals don't speak, I should soon become bored," said Crawler, trying some of Hare's biltong. "I do," said a voice from the next pen. It was a large, fat crocodile, and it lay by the side of a small pool with its jaws agape. "I'd sooner you said nothing," said Crawler. "I don't hobnob with old crocs." "Do not despise me because of my evil reputation, O Toad. I am old and have my own wisdom. My memory is longer even than that of elephant." "Then you have perhaps heard of Hare of Africa?" asked Hare hopefully. "Hare the wise one? Dear me, yes. What a cheeky fellow. He owes me a great deal of meat for crossing him over a swollen river. He ran off without paying me and sent Elephant to me instead, telling him I was an old log and good for firewood. Elephant lifted me high in the air, and when I came to life, he dropped me. See the lump on my back, where I landed on a rock? It was because of my injury that man caught me and brought me here. I have a score to settle with that Hare, and he hissed and snapped his wide, grisly jaws. "I too am looking for that hare," said Crawler, winking. "The long-eared rogue ran off with my sister. Where can I find him to teach him a lesson?" "If you swear you will punish him severely, then I will gladly tell you where he can be found. Go north to the Limpopo River, and on the Pafuri River you may pick up his trail," said the crocodile, with tears in his eyes. Crocodile tears. "Here is a bag of biltong for your trouble," said Crawler, and he threw him the small bag of strips of salty dried meat. "Better than peanuts," growled the old monster, "always giving me peanut butter sandwiches and rotten little peanuts. Ah!" He let out a blast of fetid air from his gaping mouth. "There was an American rabbit here the other day, also looking for hare of Africa. Claimed he was a relation, but I can't see the connection." And he turned his back on them and slid beneath the green, stagnant water. "Gone," said Crawler. "He confirms what Mother told me. We will purchase the necessary camping equipment and set out immediately," said Hare, as they made their way back to the car park. After they had purchased a small tent suitable for 2 Boy Scouts and 2 sleeping bags, they bought a canvas water bottle to hang on the bumper and a good map of Africa. "Ready," cried Crawler. "Ready," answered Hare. "Let in the clutch," cried Crawler. "Open the map," cried Hare. "Off we go to the old Limpopo," chanted Crawler.